What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take here from Rosie's Corner. It smells amazing in here. It is a Fish Friday. Pair it with the mac and cheese, the coleslaw, the french fries, the pizza wing combinations, all day long as well here at Rosie's Corner. Hot and cold subs, the amazing burger, the stuffed shells, the incredible desserts, salads, and drinks to go as well. All here at Rosie's Corner in and around Central New York. Get here today, Route 11 in front of the Brewerton Bridge. And oh, by the way, download that Slice app as well. You can order Rosie's right from there. I'm going to break down the 2022 Buffalo Bills schedule. First of all, just a quick glance across the league, I think this may be the hardest schedule in the NFL. When you get really, really good, you get primetime games, you have tough road games, you have to face divisional winners. It's hard. This is not a schedule that's kind of man-made in 2020, from 2020 with, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You're in your bed, pretty much every single time. There isn't really a disruption. Players love routine. Coaches love routine. Now, having said that, they also want to be really, really good. And I think that it comes with the territory. I think Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Von Miller, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, any player on the Bills, I think they would say, look, this schedule isn't exactly consistent, and it isn't, man-made for 1 p.m., in our own beds, rest, easy travel. It's not all of that, but we're a really good football team on the cusp of a championship, so we're good with this, right? We're good with the primetime games, and it starts out right away against, hey, why not? The Super Bowl champs at the LA Rams. What an unbelievable opener this is for the Buffalo Bills, the Rams, and of course I think they're going to get north of 40 million watching this game. Could get up to about a sixth of the country watching this game. Matt Stafford, of course, the defending champs and all the rest. And really the Rams, they basically reloaded from last year, right? I mean, my goodness, they lose Von Miller. He's now with the Buffalo Bills. Miller playing his old team. But they revamped him. They got Bobby Wagner, right? And then they got Allen Robinson on the offensive side. This Rams team is still in primo position to go win another championship. Sean McVay, a wizard young head coach. This is a very, very good football team. And the Bills and the Rams will have at it for Thursday Night Football to kick off the season. Then the week after, prime time again for the Bills. Monday Night Football, it'll be a 7:15. That's the double dip game. Eagles and Vikings is that night as well. Bills are hosting the Titans. That's the home opener on Monday Night Football. That place is going to be absolutely banana land. And the Titans, of course, come in. The Bills have a lot of revenge to serve them, of course. Losing last year, if you remember, on the road, Deion Dawkins got blown up and Josh Allen slipped at the 1-yard line, and the Bills lost a close game. That game, if they had won that game, they probably would have had the home field advantage, right? I mean, you can pinpoint the Jaguars and all the rest, but the head-to-head against Tennessee would have gotten it done as well. So a big game there, revenge on the line, and a heck of a lot more. Then when you kind of speed through the rest of the schedule, the other 3 primetime games, you have Green Bay. That's right. Aaron Rodgers, one of the trademark franchises in all of the NFL, on October 30th. That's a Sunday Night Football game. You'll see the Halloween costumes out for that one as well. New England on Thursday Night Football on December 1st. That's a road game for the Bills. And then they play January 2nd on Monday Night Football against Cincinnati in 2023. Those are the 5 primetime games. Now, I actually kind of think that it's almost, I think you could probably say 6 primetime games, only because I think when you play on Thanksgiving, even though it's not considered prime time, it is a prime day for the NFL. It's a triple header. It's the showcase sport. There is some college basketball feast week and all the rest, but let's be honest, the NFL dominates everything with ratings. People love Thanksgiving Day games. And now the Bills, this will be the 3rd year in 4 that they'll be playing on Thanksgiving Day, and they have a ton of success on Thanksgiving Day. If you remember the amazing win over the Cowboys, you remember the blowout win at New Orleans last year, they have had success on Monday Night Football or on Thanksgiving Day, and so we'll see if this translates into success Thanksgiving plus the Monday night and the Sunday night. Just a lot of really, really hard games for this team. You think about at Rams, home for Titans, Packers at home, Bengals Monday Night Football. Then you got to deal with the Chiefs again in Week 6, which is at Arrowhead, and the Bills are very familiar with that place. 13 seconds last year. Again, revenge on the line there. You've got the Ravens on the road, right, in October. You got to play Pittsburgh. You've got 2 games against Miami. This schedule is absolutely brutal. If you count up all those games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I mean, the Bills are playing probably 8-9 playoff teams on their schedule. And so that means that it is paramount that they win. And again, if you're really, really good, it doesn't matter how hard your schedule is. You'll beat most teams and you'll be fine. But having said that, they need to take care of business against the weaker opponents. You got to sweep the Jets. You got to beat the Dolphins at least once. You got to beat the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. You got to beat the Bears. You know, you get those wins. You go 5-1 in the division maybe again, and the Bills might be able to get that record that they want to get home field advantage. I think that's really what the goal is this year, is to figure out a way. I don't care if you go 12-5, 13-4. I'm not sure if I'm not quite sure if 11-6 will get it done because there's just so many great teams in the AFC. But the goal is to get everything working through Buffalo, New York for the postseason. The Bills had a great chance last year. All they had to do was close out, the 13 seconds in Kansas City. They would have hosted the AFC Championship game. We all know what happened there. But this is now the time. This is prime time. The Bills have one of the best rosters, if not the best rosters, in the NFL. They've got a great front office. They've had stability at head coach and Sean McDermott. Even with Brian Daboll gone and Joe Shane in New York with the football Giants, they still have a ton of continuity, a ton of stability in terms of their coaches. Ken Dorsey gets promoted. Very interesting to see what he does in year one as the OC, because he's never called plays before, but I think he'll be pretty solid. He's got the weapons. Stephon Diggs, you've got one of the best receivers in football there. You have Von Miller, an edge rusher who knows how to get it done on the big stage. He's won 2 Super Bowls. You look at Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. They're getting on the back 9 here in probably pretty close to a year, and this might be their final go-around as well. The Bills added a ton of pieces across the board. They bring back Shaq Lawson. You bring back Jordan Phillips. You bring in Roger Saffold. You bring back Ryan Bates. You have Ike Bucker. You've got an unbelievable offensive line. Mitch Morris at center. Spencer Brown at right tackle. Deion Dawkins, your bookend left tackle. So this team is ready to go. I expect a huge year from Tremaine Edmonds, a huge year from Ed Oliver, development with Boogie Basham and Greg Rousseau. This is going to be an unbelievably fun year. The pressure will be on. The primetime games will be on. The lights will be on. And the entire nation is looking at Orchard Park. They're looking at the Buffalo Bills. They are the prohibitive Super Bowl favorites. And let's see how they handle that pressure. I've asked that question the last couple of years. How do you handle that pressure, right? Well, last year they handled it fairly well. In the end, I think throughout the year they didn't. They lost to the Jaguars, had some slip-ups, and then they ended up going to the postseason, and many people thought they were the best team in the NFL, and they couldn't close out 13 seconds because Sean McDermott decided to use a prevent defense to the boundaries and allow Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce to catch balls and get quick yards with 2 timeouts. And the rest is history. Kick the field goal, go to overtime. Bills, Chiefs, we know that the coin flipped there, and now they've changed that rule. Look, I couldn't care less. I'm not complaining about the rule, how it was. You know what? Go out and stop somebody. Close out 13 seconds. You don't have to worry about overtime. That's not what happened. And Sean McDermott continued to say, we did execute. It's about execution. Well, no, it was on you, dude. You should have called the proper defense in that game. So we'll see what happens, but the 2022 season schedule is out for the Buffalo Bills and the rest of the NFL. I'm Mike Lindsley. Please hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel as well. Here at Rosie's Corner, stop on by. Fish Friday, pizza, wings, pasta, hot and cold subs, and more. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.